All right, ladies, I hope you all are ready to look at eyebrows tonight. That's what we're going to look at, and we're going to do just a few things basic with eyebrows. Now, with eyebrows nowadays, you can get as fancy or as basic as you want. I'm actually pretty much of a basic eye gal lassie. I'm pretty basic with my eyebrow stuff. So I'm going to show you 3 things that are just, you need for, your basic eyebrows. And I am also wearing tonight, I'm wearing a wig by Renee Paris. This is Cocoa in Ginger Brown. Now, y'all bear with me tonight because in my moving stuff between my house and my daughter's house, I left my makeup mirror over there at that house. So I have got my old standby with a broken handle, but it does have 5 times magnification, which is not enough because my other one has 15 times. So y'all bear with me if I end up looking like Cruella de Vil before this night's over with. Y'all just bear with me, please. I just need help. So let's get started on this. Let me get this wig and pull it off my face. Okay. Now, there are some basic things you need to do your eyebrows. There's 3 things basic that you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil of some sort. And because if your lashes are thin, you're going to want to draw in or fill in your lashes with a pencil. And you can make like just a little, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, just make just a little flicking kind of motion to kind of draw those brows in. The other thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a brow tint or a brow mascara. Now this one has a little mascara wand. And I'm using dark blonde pencil, and I'm using blonde tint. You're going to need these 2 things. The last thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a mascara brush. Now, Mary Kay's, I'm going to show you this, what this looks like. Mary Kay's has a little spoolie on one end. So this little spoolie is really cool because you can get in there and really get those brows where they need to be. And the other side has a little eyeliner brush on there. So you can turn any eyeshadow into an eyeliner with this brush. This is a cool little brush, but I have used this brush. I like this brush. This is a good brush. My preference is to have a brush that has this kind of a spoolie on it. That's my preference for doing eyebrows, is a spoolie brush. But I'm still using my little Estee Lauder brush with the little brush on it. So it doesn't work as well as this. So that's my next purchase for myself when I make a big batch purchase. I usually purchase my stuff kind of in a batch. I'll get 8 or 9 things for myself, and so, it's just like sometimes you just have to stop somewhere, folks. I mean, because I have kind of had to put a dollar limit on mine because there's been a time or two when I've kind of gotten out of control because I've wanted something so badly. So it's kind of like, stop in the name of love. So let's get to going tonight with these brows. Now, y'all, I can't see anything. So if I look like Joan Crawford, gone bad on this, y'all bear with me. So I'm going to try to take a look at the scary side of the mirror here and draw me in some brows. I'm going to start off with my, goodness gracious, y'all. I'm going to start off with my pencil, and I'm going to use dark blonde, and I'm just going to use, let me get in here close where y'all can see this. I'm going to just start with a little, like I said, flicking motion. I got to get this mirror up close, y'all, because I can't see what I'm doing. And just go in there and draw those little hairs. That's what you're doing. Just getting that in there to get you some hairs going. And like I said, y'all, I think I'm online with myself, but I don't know. I'm kind of going by feel here. So just kind of fill in with your pencil. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do this other side. I'm going to do the same thing using that little flicking motion just like I'm drawing a hair. in there. You don't want to go like that. Now, the easiest thing to do, ladies, is to get your brows microbladed if you wanted to go that route. And it's kind of like getting a tattoo on your brows, but I don't think it's quite as permanent as tattooing. Has anybody out there had that done? I'd be interested in hearing about that because I have actually thought about doing that. So just fill it in and go with the brows. Now your brows, like I told you before, ladies, your brows need to be sisters, but not twins. So don't worry about getting them exact because they don't need to look exact or people are going to know that you've done something to your brows. So you want to try to get them to look like they belong together, but they don't need to look just alike. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little brow tint and I'm going to just brush this on my brow. Now this really helps if you've got any eyebrows that are just, I'll just call them elusive rather than wiry, because mine they would wander all over my face if I let them, because they're just every which way. And my hair has just gotten wiry. The older I've gotten, it's just like, it really is like, it's like Brillo. Honestly, it really is. But you're going to want to take this and just kind of brush them. Now this serves two purposes. It tints the brow, and it not only tints the brow, it helps hold the hair in place. So just easily go in there and get that tinted. Now I hope that, Lord, I hope that looks okay, ladies. I have no earthly idea how that looks because I can't see what I'm doing. Let me put my glasses on. Let me see if I need to make a correction here. Hold on just a second. Okay, I think that's okay. All right, so the last thing that you want to do in the three-step process is take a brush, whatever kind of brush you've got, and just brush the brow and brush it out. Because what you're doing is you're just kind of blending your tint and your pencil together. Now, if you want a more bushy brow, you can certainly brush them, you know, in the opposite direction. I normally don't do that because I had an uncle once, because bushy brows run in my family, and I had an uncle once who had real big bushy eyebrows, and he was kind of scary looking when I was a kid. So every time I brush my brows like that, I always think I look like him, and I'm afraid I'm going to scare my grandkids or something. So I normally don't do that. All right, so after we've got our brows done, then we've got our face framed, and we're ready to go and start with whatever else you want to start with next.